There is a balance. There is a cause and effect that is about to occur within your life. You see, you've already made so many changes, making sure that where you're surrounding yourself, what you're putting into your body, and what media you're consuming as well, your thoughts, have all really gone ahead and became stationary. And the reason I'm stating it that way is because the people that are stationary in your life now, that you know aren't going anywhere, all are part of your highest timeline. You have figured out who were the tag-alongs. And some of those people, it was really, really hard for you to let go of. You didn't want to. It made you cry. It made you sad. But you know how strong you are now from it. For a lot of you, this reading is going to be a surprise. Because you know me, guys. Normally our readings lately have been about making sure you don't fall into something like that's a past relationship. Like a lot of my collective readings in recent times have been about an ex or somebody trying to come back and ask for forgiveness, etc., but that's not part of your highest timeline to accept them back. This is a totally different reading. This is a totally different cluster because this reading's for people that have never been in a relationship with this person. You've never had a title. It was something where as soon as you started messaging each other, you could have made this part from here. Take what resonates. And I will give literally all examples, as I always do, that are shown. But I'm telling you, this reading, one thing about this reading that is solidified. This reading's for you if you've never been in a relationship with this person. If you have been in a relationship with this person, one of my other readings are called to you. Feathers are a big four movement within this dynamic. Whenever this person entered your life, you started seeing a lot of feathers. You really extremely have learned more and more, not only about spirituality from outside source, but seeing within. It started with the angel numbers. It started with them going ahead and speaking to you through weather and making disruptions, like making it rain when you are trying to go somewhere, always making it rain when you're trying to see this person, always making traffic when you're trying to go see this person, putting barriers up. Now you see the signs they show you within. You can feel the cycle repeating. There was a person where just as fast as you got to know them, they cut you off out of nowhere and you didn't know why. I mean, they went from honoring full feminine nature with you, nurture, compassion, sympathy, to cold. There's nothing that you did on your end that changed. Am I calling you perfect? No. There was a state of attachment, of assumptions you were still holding within your life when you first met this person. You had to separate at least one time for further growth. Okay, those are our tarot. Now we're going to use our Oracles. You might have really in recent times been hearing a lot of sirens around you as well. And I'm taking that in two different ways. Actually like bells, ambulance, but also you might have in recent times released a siren from your life. See, sirens, they are completely different than mermaids. Sirens are these beautiful life forces. Okay, they're externally drop dead gorgeous, and their energy is hypnotizing. And you can feel them draining your life force, but you do nothing to stop it. It's being hypnotized. In recent times, you had a person that you were trying to be a busy. This person's passed down your street is what they're telling me. This person's seen you in passing. You might have locked eyes with them. Or it might even been a sense of them saying you and you not saying them. You were out on a date of some sort with somebody and they saw you. They were so close to wanting to reconcile with you, and for a lot of you here, this could have even been collective taste what resonates. You could have been out with somebody and it was not even a date. It was like your friend, your cousin, your brother. Take what resonates. Sister. Switch out the words. Remember, guys, we all have masculine and feminine energy within us. It's about balance. And you cannot be a controlled and in touch divine masculine who can truly take care of their partner unless you are in touch with your feminine side. You were out either on a date with somebody or literally just out and about with somebody that was a platonic dynamic, and they made assumptions. All right, so we know what our reading is about. Let's do this. I keep trying to center this energy into one person, but I can't. There's so many people watching you right now. There's so many people also feeling impatient. Like there are some people waiting for you to respond to them or reach out to them who at this point feel like they can't wait any longer. They feel like if they pull back from you, this one right here is love. This person is stating that they feel unhealed. They feel like when you last were with each other, you were having fun, you were socializing. You could have even been out in some form of beach environment or even with the sand. I'm just seeing, maybe that means a park or etc. Take what resonates. But this person, there was like a hot and heavy energy to it. And they're somebody who's feeling impatient, waiting for you to reach back out to them. They're about to send you a message for sure. And it's going to be about how they had to let go of domestication, strong opinions. There may be some form of physical distance between you two. But what they're going to state when they reach out to you is exactly that they were trying to stand strong to what they believed they were supposed to do. They were scared. But you're this creative force. They want to spend more than a night with you. They see something long term. But I sense that this person, at the end of the day, it was actually about seduction. There was not a big romantic connection. You saw what you wanted to see at the time with this person. You see other individuals as well that are in your energy. You see, these are definitely friends. There's some people who could have been from college to high school years, or a sense at least of a way different life than you have now. These people have had to be shed at least for a couple of years from your life to very far. Who they see you as a very, very supportive force, somebody that has gone ahead and done more than make plans. You have completely departed from your old timeline, from who you used to be. Very supportive force, somebody that has gone ahead and done more than make plans. You have completely departed from your old timeline, from who you used to be. And there is a lot of sorries. There are a lot of people who felt like they were making fun of you, or talking ill-willed on your name, because they wanted to fit in. They didn't want to be singled out. A lot of people always thought you were extremely independent and your ability to be yourself, and this killer focus of like, I know that this is going to be hard, but I'm going to live my inner truth. I know that if I have to lose friends, if I have to lose people by not fitting in with the crowd, by doing my own thing, I'm going to do that. And you got centered out for that a lot. See, there's a lot of people who they want to make plans, they want to say they're sorry to you, but they also feel like it's not even justified to reach out to you. You know, even though you have forgiven these people, you know letting them back into your life would be a cycle repeat. So you have a lot of friends who you could have even used to party a lot with. This is a different form of life. A lot of you here have definitely lived a crazy life, and you've came out of the trenches. That stuff made you stronger. You didn't get stuck. You didn't stay. A lot of these individuals are still in the same exact area. A lot of people have broken an illusion and done a lot of self-reflection about the way that they treated you and how they really weren't your friend. Because friends don't do that. Again, you've forgiven these people, but you've also changed your introspection on that. Even though I forgive people, doesn't mean I justify what they did, doesn't mean I love them back into my life, but I do wish them the best. And I'm grateful for the strength you all showed me that I have, that nobody can ever take away from me. This other energy, this other one that we can center focus on, because I'm telling you, this is could be hundreds of people, to be quite frank. Most likely is. And for most of them, you probably won't ever actually hear from them. But no, a lot of people are sorry for the way they treated you. And they knew they slept on you. And that's okay, because it's part of your story. Now, there is another person that won't be a cycle repeat to allow into your life. There is someone who feels like a new beginning has already formed. You're currently in each other's lives. And as you continue to break that self-illusion about who is not supposed to be in your life, this person has more and more, you've seen that your connection has been divinely guided and protected. They've been there. They were always there. You just had to you had to plug your energy out of certain outlets, out of certain walls, and go use that same force in a different room. Setting intentions to get yourself out. So I also see somebody who maybe you're the type of person who's a homebody. A lot of this is, you could have met this person online, because I'm seeing the way you met this person was in your own home, in a sense. So you had to have met them online, or really connected. Maybe you've met in person before and then reconnected online. But currently there's an imbalance within y'all's energy. There's a hot and cold happening. And everything's been going good and very much synchronizations, and everything was aligning, okay? But you're wondering, what's the next step? What right now is going on to where there's a little bit of cold going on between you and a romantic interest? It's something to do with them not being afraid to trust or love. All of the above. These cards are going to further explain that. Right now, they're feeling very conflicted about how do you actually put an end to something in your life. There's this sense of them wondering if you're single, if you're serious, are they tripping, are they reading signs incorrectly? For a lot of you here, it's because there's been no formal arrangements or sit down that has made it to where you two are like, yeah, we're about each other. We're making this go forward. It's been an unspoken thing. Or I'm even feeling an energy intensity of maybe this was a one-time fling type of person. So you never dove into romantic conversations. You both definitely are strong, independent people. They know that you are exactly who you say you are. There is absolutely no part of them. There is absolutely no part of them that questions your character. They're questioning if they're reading the signs right, that if you do like them in that way. They're wondering if there's a hidden truth within, meaning if you're in a relationship. You see, what I sense is that you are a free spirit. And most of you here are not in relationships anymore. A lot of you could have just recently gotten out of something. Or you're even a very, very unique dynamic. Take what resonates, okay? But I talk to many, many, many different people in many, many different stages of life. And a big dynamic here that I've been able to pick up on as the reading continued is there may be some form of open relationship, polyamory within this dynamic. There is also, though, a sense of just being very free and open, not putting yourself in a box, but that you are about being committed. You are very much realizing you see through the snakes of your life. You're not going to be with anybody that just wants one part of you. You see, you've broken domestication over and over time, more and more. You're not afraid of imbalanced energy, meaning being the one in the room that talks about the elephant, being the one in the room that's willing to talk about growth and expansion. There is right now a release of ideals, of idealistics, of how a relationship is supposed to be. And I sense a lot of questions being arose. This is going to take absolutely throwing domestication and formalities not out of door, but not in the forefront, realizing there's more to be talked about. There's more to be focused on. And I sense that you two are to come to understandances with each other. It doesn't feel like one person's going to try to totally change another one. But relationships and etc. are about balance, give and take, and compromises, and being on the same page by stating what is a cycle repeat for me. What will I not deal with again? But they're seeing right now that I see them releasing this hot and cold. Yeah, because this goes deeper than this lifetime. You guys have been together in many past lifetimes in many different parts of the world. Right now, they're like, if you're in a relationship, it stops the possibility of being with you. I don't want the wonder of us and our friendship or etc., the fun of it being taken away. I also don't want to fall into, I sense that this person has in recent times just really gotten over some form of hardship, breakup, etc. There could even been some, just multiple different types of endings to bring new beginnings. And this is somebody who you've definitely been a form of a rock, a safe haven, a place of peace for. They know how they feel about you, and it's not just going to go away. They're really willing to soar the skies, and they have this kind of killer focus on, they're like, you know what? I am not making assumptions. This person's divinely guided and protected. I'm divinely guided and protected. And if I don't shoot for the stars, I don't think I could go forward with somebody else. Because this dynamic is healthy. You two there could be physical distance with this globe between your dynamic, which could be another reason it's like, oh, this would be hard to be together. But how many times in this life is it really how they want me to state it? How many times already in this life have you shown this path, this way in the darkness when nobody else was there? How many times has there been a sense of no way out? But you found it. You know, as we speak, I am channeling in on your person having quite a bit of anxiety and wondering if they should take the next step. If they're wondering if one step forward with you is a step backwards in their self-resilience. But to get center focus and figure out truly if this can go anywhere, they've done some form of reading. If they pull their own cards, they're a reader. If they just have their tarot, etc., they've pulled their own cards about you. They've spoken to their ancestors. they've gotten either a reading done on you. There's been some form of trying to connect to a deeper source about your specific connection than just their intuition, than just their friends. You see, there is a deep sense of love already thrown between you two. Neither of you want to take away from each other's life, but also see a big part of focusing on the future is embracing the now. That you're never going to have always the exact perfect things to say to each other, but your connection, it brings more abundance into both of your life. There are big differences between you two. This is the white heart, black heart aesthetic. I sense that you're both very appealing people on, the inside and out, but you're both very physically attractive. And your energy is like, it's what people would call like power couple energy. It's just this intensity of there's something different within those two. You're both on top of the world right now. You're taking care of your body. You're taking care of your mind. You're not letting yourself be pushed into any situations. You're setting healthy boundaries with people. So that sense, this is why you don't necessarily try forward movement with this either, that you're taking this slowly. Because you don't want to live in anxiety. And you're at peace with fate about divine timing and going forth with your life. Not waiting for an answer from somebody to make the next decision. Going ahead and just taking the step forward and knowing that if they align, then it all comes in time. You see, reaching out to this person at this moment for you would be cycle repeating, because they're holding a lot of space right now to make a clear decision. There's this sense of ball being in another person's court. And this is the key to your abundance, is continuing to see what's going on, not as a game, but as a dance together. They're in the lead right now, and they're taking a step forward, and once that happens, they're going to be in a big state of vulnerability where you're able to help heal them. It's taking them big steps. But you're this creative force, and they're like, the last thing you are is fake. The last thing you are is a facade. They trust themselves out the wahoo. They've never felt this before. But they already have some internalness of knowing that they are going to have to be ready to really break society norms. You're both unique people, but you're a very unique source. And this connection, what this connection is going to do is not disrupt either of your life. It's going to enhance it. You're going to break other people's illusions as well. Some people may understand whenever you're doing something right, there's going to be somebody that thinks you're doing something wrong. Some people might try to smirk at your connection. But for every one person that does, there's 10 people that you're inspiring to find their love and see devotion. Spirit wants you to release your anxiety on why there is a hot and cold between you two right now. It does not matter where this connection will be in a year. It does not matter where this connection will be in 2 days. Take it as it resonates. This person right now is falling in love with who you are. It's taken a slow time and going through a lot of deceit. They know you're trustworthy. They don't want to go through that pain again. The dark deal, they don't want to make a wrong decision. This solitude time has been imperative for them to reduce their anxiety. Your parasite very much tries to get into your head about this person, also making assumptions that they wouldn't be willing to fight for you. But your soul and higher self's determination to not allow the parasite to stop your connection any longer is thriving. I'm feeling like I really am feeling you have probably gone more into isolation with this person than you even realized. You could have very much gone into a time of being a very eager person, rash decision making, to really like, yo, I need to play it slow. I can't confess what I'm feeling. I gotta play it cool with this person, because every time in the past where it didn't work out, there's a lot of miscommunication, and Spirit wants me to remember to tell you the cards don't always have all the answers. They have a lot and they help, but there's only so much you guys can state from a balcony, from afar. So it's time to step forward, and I sense that this person is about to make a sense of a devotion, an offer to you, that they do truly see something more. They already love who you are as a person, and love what you do and how you present yourself and your ability to heal, but they're actually truly falling in love with you as we speak. So release your anxiety. Understand your parasite is the only thing that's trying to make you think this person doesn't like you. You're going to break domestication with each other every day. I keep trying to conclude this reading, and I can't energetically disconnect from it. There is something that's throbbing in the back of my head. There's this person that extremely is like, I need to come in now before I lose their chance. I lose my chance. You were patient for a long time for this person, and they're gonna come in with a fury. And it's a full cycle repeat. This is not somebody they want you to go forward with. This connection, this is pretty intense. This is a person you were deeply in love with, and kind of like threw your connection away. So as soon as I start channeling that this person is not to be in your timeline, is not to be somebody that you reconnect with. If you need closure with, sure. But to entertain being in a relationship again, that is what will throw off. You see, you have made leaps and bounds by meeting this person, but they really made you see always what was within you. It's not that it's too late. Your time has been served in each other's lives, and you have so much more to go forth with. The world, the possibilities. You have no idea the parts of this globe you will be seeing. You have no idea the parts of this globe you connect with so many people. And I do sense that deep connection is between two people that are going to have to soar through the waters, and you can take that as it resonates. Not all of you are going to be in different parts of the world. Some of you all could be in the same part. But needless to say, this is all about emotions, emotional connection. You found your fuel. Don't become hazy. Don't entertain what doesn't serve. One more card for a sundown. And know that that new change, that new person, that new job, that new beginning, it all stemmed from within you. They couldn't manifest that new person. They couldn't manifest that new career opportunity, etc. if you didn't hold the self-love. If you didn't see that all of that is an added benefit to who you are, but your existence and it simply being here is more than enough. Emotional tides, ups and downs. But you got this. That's what I got for y'all today.